All right, fellas, check this out, right? I just got yet another star lathe. So let me give you a little back intel before we get started. So this is Big Mike did me a huge solid. Big shout out to Big Mike. I could not have done this, either one of these lathes, without him. It's just not possible, especially for me now. Without help, procurement and everything else, I'm willing to bet this thing weighs about 2,000 pounds. So, or 1,500 pounds or something in that range. Like if my tractor, our Sunstars are 1,050 with the deck and a tank of gas, right? And then you start loading on everything else. And there's very little cast iron on our tractors. This is all cast iron, right? It's all just, it's about 30 something inches, almost about 32 center to center. It's huge. And then the whole other side is a foot on one end bigger than my other saw lathe, and then another foot. And what's nice about it is it's a manual lathe, but it's a threading lathe. You know, truly is. It's got a manual transmission in it, which is interesting. Now, I'm not a machinist, really. I'm just an aficionado of tools. I'm a jobber. I'm a lot of things. A budding enthusiast I am, for sure, right? With passion, as you can tell, and appreciation. And you might say, well, you know, what the hell are you going to do with this thing? Well, it makes a great boat anchor. It's holding the garage floor down, helping gravity to stabilize the shop. If there was an earthquake, it wouldn't be over there, right? It wouldn't have, that would be like the buffering side, right? This building would shake. I've actually, by the way, I've seen it shake. Just as a quick aside, we had an earthquake not that long ago, a year ago or two. This wall here is the gable end, and it just hangs. It doesn't do it. It doesn't hold up the building, really. I saw that. It looked like rubber, right? It looked like weird psychedelic rubber, you know, all like this and in and out. And it made a strange noise. It was a very low RPM, you know, low sound. I mean, I didn't grow up in California, and so what the hell do I know? This is New York. As I digress, this thing's insane. We'll get a close look at it. Really, this video is just to introduce everybody, including myself, to this huge 1930s. I think it's about 1930. The other one I have is, it looks like 10 years older, and it sets up different. You know, Star made up in Seneca Falls, upstate New York. So this is our industrial revolution. This is coming into the peak of it, World War I. They actually Star made some military, World War I and World War I for sure. This one is way more modern in that sense, especially with being able to thread and the gear selectors. There's no change wheels on this. So this kind of setup lasted for many lathes into the 60s. You know, now is a little bit different story, of course, but, you know, Clausing and many others, the Craftsmans that were made by a number of different companies. There's a whole litany, you know, group of machines out there that use this kind of setup. But it still is older, and it seems to be in okay shape. It doesn't run yet. I'm going to get to that. I'm working on that today, fellas. Not going to let too much out about that. Let's take a look at the struggles involved. So once again, big shout out to Mike. It didn't really cost much money at all. It happened to be, this one was in my area. The other one, some videos will be coming out soon on that. I'm almost done with it. That came from way upstate somewhere as Mike was going up to his property. Neurosurgeon or some kind of surgeon had it with gigantic property and buildings everywhere. And at one time he said he owned the entire block. And anyway, there's all these stories, right? There's all this history of people working on it. You know, to get this, maybe we'll talk a bit more about this another time, but to get to the point of 120 years to 130 years later, and it's still around, and it seems to be like it will be. I think it'll be usable. I can't say, let's all cross our fingers. So far, so good. Let's get started on this video. I know it might be a little bit long, but there's a lot to this, a lot to unpack, a lot happens. It was pretty sketchy, but I got some more things to do today. Let's get going. Oh boy, we got a lot of work to do today. But all these blades are going outside. Some of this stuff will be scattered among the breezes. That's moving out of there. It's going to have to go back there somewhere, or back there for now. And we'll just clear as much as I can. And it's a domino game. Well, not really a domino game. It's like a Jenga, or I forget what it is. We need to get this out of the way. So I want this new machine to be somewhere in this area, so we need this area cleared out. And you can see this. Most things are on wheels, so we're okay. So let me get started.
Later.
There's Big Mike. Look at Big Mike brought.
More stuff.
More stuff. This is insane. Yes, it's another Star lathe that's about 10 years newer. We'll get a closer look at it later. We're about to suicide ourselves and try to get this thing off and into there.
It's only 2,000 pounds heavier.
Yeah, it's probably around 1,000 pounds at least. You know?
Mass to it.
Yeah. I'm looking here. See, look, somebody broke this. They brazed this on. A lot of lathes have accidents. They fall over or whatever. It's going to be a little top heavy there. And look at, we'll come around this way. So this is a threading lathe, an actual thread. This doesn't have change gears back here. It has a transmission, a manual transmission. And there are some issues with it I see already, but overall it looks like it's pretty good. It's, you know, it's old. I mean, what the hell are you going to get? But this thing's huge. It's much bigger than the other one. See, they shimmed it here. They were doing something over here. And that's standard. And then this all looks good. This was what was broken on mine, right in here. This snapped right off. That's worth the money right there. This is all much bigger. Look at this thing. It is missing its back gears and the bullpen. Look at the size of this motor. He's got it set up for 220. That's what it looks like. Although it's a different connector than mine. But it all looks like it's pretty good. I guess, geez, I guess he hasn't used that one in a while. It's probably too fast. Look at the size of this. All right, we got to get out of here. We're gonna see if we can.
Ford tensioner.
Yeah, Ford Chevy, GM, right? Buick, Olds, Pontiac, BOP,
yeah.
right? Whatever, right? That's a good idea, and I like that it's belt driven on this end, and then you get your speeds from the conical pulleys on this end. But it is, like I said, it is missing. It is missing the back ear in assembly.
Look, I guess that's what they're using these for the oil.
That's right. Yeah, to cover it. Yeah. Oh yeah. She's disgusting.
Valve stems.
Yep. I'd love to clean it out here, but that's not going to happen. Yeah. I don't know if it's black from paint or if it's just black from 100 and something years
Hey,
of filth.
listen, you can hold my trailer right here for a couple of days if you want.
I wonder if we should.
It's up to you.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I think we should get it in because it's going to rain.
All right, Candy Hands, let's move.
Yeah, all right, we got to go. The pressure is mounting. Now, the only thing I worry about is this over here. We have just about enough room. I can come up a little bit more, but we don't have to. We don't have to.
Spring it up and go right through the door.
Hey, look. See, but no, look over here. If you look over here, you see that foot? That foot is holding up that end.
No, it's just on there. If I pulled that wood, it would be hanging.
You want to pull the wood?
No.
You want to pull my wood? Don't pull my wood. Right.
It's a PG show.
Yeah, I know. No wood pulling. Mike's gonna pull it. Pull the wood, Mike. It can't go anywhere if you pull the wood. I'm telling you, it's a little bit. Hold on, I'll grab this. We're gonna find out in a minute. Kick this side over.
Hold on, I think I'm being a candy ass now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's leaning that way.
It is. Yeah, it is, like I said.
Yep, it's going towards you.
So it will try to spin and it could flip. All right, so let's give that some thought. We have to come fix this. Get down first. Get down a man, we need a man, yeah. Come on, somebody help. Instead of just staring at the camera.
Help!
So let's see.
You got nobody.
Feels.
So, no, it feels fine.
Yeah, let me let it go. Oh boy. Yeah, it'll go too.
It'll go.
Yeah, oh, so shit.
Yeah.
Now hold on.
Don't get scared.
Oh, I am.
We're good. We're good. You got it?
I know.
You got it?
I don't have it. I don't trust myself. It's tipping over there a little bit. So it's not going to require a lot. All right, pull the trailer out.
We're good.
Pull the trailer out.
Yeah, I just, hold on.
Oh, I'm nervous, Mike.
Don't be nervous.
I'm nervous.
What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know. Hold on. It needs to come up a little more, but keep going. Stop. Stop. All right. It's got to jack up a little bit more. It's hanging up on the wood over here. Oh, that made it nice. What do you think?
Wait, hold on.
That's good. Yeah, don't touch it.
Hold on.
I think you're about to pull the trailer out.
Hold on.
That's so awesome.
Hold on.
So Mike is disconnecting the trailer. If anybody can hear me. Oh, that's beautiful, Mike. It could come up a little bit here.
Kids, don't try this at home.
I know, but
I'm trying to even it out so
Yeah.
I can just pull and turn at the same time.
that's so beautiful. Now, so let's come down a little bit.
Get it closer.
Mike and I are thinking on the same level. All right, Mike's keeping me in check too. All right, hold on, I need concentration. All right, you ready?
No. This is like touch, gingerly,
Yeah, gingerly.
ever so slightly.
All right. There it goes. Just leave it like that because you never know when the next notch is. All right, we're almost where we need it. That's good because we need to be able to move it. All right, that's tight. Now, there is some tension on
I can
it.
hold that down, make it even.
Yeah, but she's really leaning heavy over here.
Give me, undo that black strap.
Here.
Oh no, not the black one. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. You got it?
Kind of, yeah.
This is where my Guyver comes from.
Yeah, Mike, Guyver.
Okay, so now.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, the
No,
old
I
school.
need the other way.
It's pretty sweet.
Good.
All right,
Now what?
now
I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna use
Yeah.
now we want to swing it.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
We're gonna swing it this way.
Swing the whole machine?
Yeah, we're gonna start
Like
because we
you
gotta
said.
get the feet down.
I know, but what's gonna swing?
The whole machine. You want to see if the feet will get in there?
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see. Oh, you're wrapped around my chain.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Yeah, you're wrapped around my chain. I can't get that chain. Hold on. Almost there. We're close on that end. Yeah, it's down. Yeah! Yeah! Dilly dilly!
Next!
Now the big problem is getting it over here in the corner. But that's not going to be a problem because we'll just pick it up and roll it over. And, you know, it's the rigging. Like, the stuff that you gave me, this and this,
Yeah.
absolutely had to be with this.
Yeah, 100%.
We could not have done it with just this.
Nope.
So, it's all of that together.
Cable up.
Here we go. Going up. Coming up, Mac. We probably could lengthen that wheel. Because she is going to try to, she is out over her skis a little bit.
Let's see what happens. Go up nice and easy. Whoa. I just saw that tire in the back.
See what I mean? Yeah, see?
Bunch stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab from the other side.
Yeah, and just pull.
And give it, that's what she said.
Just
That's what
pull
I said. I said that.
Just hold it.
See, we could be way out here
Yeah.
where the motor is.
Oh, that's too far.
Right about there, should do it. The floor is a little unlevel, so that's not gonna help. Yeah, I would. Oh, it's just the bolts.
It's just the bolt.
Yeah, no, it's this one here. It kind of had to come down and relax itself. I usually just keep it snug.
Alright, go ahead. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
because
that.
it-
Oh, shit.
Oh, now you're picking
We're
up
too
more on
far
that
back.
side. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a big deal. All right, and this wheel's up a little bit. We're
Yeah.
okay.
We're good.
So now, if we pull it this way,
Can you get a little bit more,
well, the wheels will turn.
no, I mean a little bit more up.
We get a little bit more up.
Yeah, go up a little bit more.
That's good. Yeah, and then I'll pull it. Maybe you can go a little bit more up. You know, it's just pushing more pressure over here. But... Coming slowly.
You gotta go up a little bit. No, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's, now we're fighting the
floor.
Fighting the floor.
Yeah, she's got a lot of pressure on her now. Oh, she's pulling on the floor now. Yeah.
Watch camera.
Yeah, no, we're good. We can't go anymore because I need to have room.
Okay.
Even if that cabinet comes out, but let's start off with here and we can always nudge it. We just need to be sort of clearing the doors if you haven't pulled the car in.
Mm-hmm.
2 hours later.
Now let's take a quick look, but I can tell you, since I did a spin around already, I was just explaining to Mike, right, there's definitely some issues with it. And one of the biggest issues is, let me get my glove. So there's a bowl gear inside here, and it's the bolt, or the bowl plug, bolt, and they had some bolts laying over here. When I put the bolt in here, just the way it was laying out. But if you take this out, okay, this just spins free. There are no back gears, they're missing. And so I don't know what went in here, but without a bolt in here, there's no way to lock up the spindle, right, to the drive cones. The ways look pretty good. There are some nicks, so I would not traverse the carriage all the way, but everything seems to be moving for the most part. It's just a little stiff, but this is how you loosen it up, and then see how this pulls in, but then we can swap the belts. And then, maybe later on, right, we can come back in and put a variable frequency drive on it. We don't need the bull setup, the back gears. We do need to lock this spindle to these cones. We're going to lube the hell out of it. I'm going to remove any burrs that I can see so we can traverse. And I don't know how level it is either. We're going to want to level it. It's out about as far as I can get to. I can actually get to the back. As long as I don't hit my head up here. It's very greasy. Lots of grease. So I can definitely get back here to wash it. It's in pretty good shape. It's not rusty at all. I'm not going to get too far this weekend with it. We have a lot of straightening up to do in here. And there's that bolt. So I can explain more of that. And somebody was covering these things up with this. I don't know what a good idea that is, but we'll fix all of that. And you can see the ways don't look that bad. I saw some nicks back there. There's something that looks like a crack though right here, but I don't know how that would be a crack. But it could be a crack. It's not on the other side, but it's a little beat up top. There's a nick there, but it's not bad. It's down low. It's down past where the carriage rides. But for the most part, things seem to be moving. I see somebody was shimming it here. This works. All of this works. This seems to work. It all traverses. It's not completely blowed out. I don't know how much play there is. It doesn't feel like there's anything really. This seems to work. This works. I know I was fooling with that before. The half nut engages and disengages. So it's tight. That's why I don't want to keep moving it. So we can kind of get it cleaned off and get some lubricant on this thing. And then we can start taking it apart. So once it's clean, we'll pull this cover off and see what we can get to in there. But what I like about it is if this threading, like this seems to work. All right, as you positions, this seems to move. We don't know if the gears are okay in there, so we won't know that until we fool around. This broke. It looked like I saw some, there was some braze on that. So obviously that gets cleaned out, but it can do threads, and it can do threads in a much easier way than I can do it on the other machine. Like this, I don't know what this is for. It does not go on these threads. If the guy tried to do it, I don't know what he was thinking, but it can be useful in some other way. This is from, the steady rest is from the other lathe, as explained to Mike. Same thing with that, the backing plate. So we don't have that. We're going to need that. There is a chuck around here. It's over here. The threads are a little bit beat up on both, but they're salvageable. They're okay. For something that's over 100 years old. This is my other little chuck for this guy. So this is all running good now. We will take it apart to finish the rest of it. and then we'll start putting it back together. And again, that's the back gears, right? So that's missing. So we're not going to really do too much to this guy other than finish taking it apart, getting it painted, put it back together, make sure everything is okay. And we still have the carriage to do, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a vise. So mine's broken here. It's split here. And that looks like it's okay. It did hit there, so we're going to want to polish that up and relieve the stress. This is the only tool I have for it. That is much big. I think I may have a couple more put aside. I don't have a center or anything for here. And although this all works, it seems like it's okay. So yeah, mostly the threads look good here. I'm not seeing anything, issues here. It doesn't look like it fell over. I don't see any impacts. Like I said, this all seems to work, although it's sticky as hell. Let's get it demunged. This is really the key. It's this whole transmission back here. And this setup here, that's a cool motor. So I wanted to leave enough room. We got plenty of room here. We'll get to this motor. I kind of like that. I got a kick out of that. That's under considerable tension. That is well tensioned. Yeah, see, somebody did this. They put the grounding wire, or the grounding plug on, which is a good idea. I need these plugs because I don't have that. I have the wire, but I don't have grounding. We don't know, but look, see, that's what I have. So I didn't even take that off. It's so sloppy. I'm concerned about bolts underneath there. I want to get a good look at that, make sure they're tight and there's washers on them. I just get a kick out of this. I don't know what this was for. I'm not sure. That I am not sure. But this is really grungy. And I bought that nylon belt. So we're probably not going to use this belt. I mean, we'll use it. You have to put all this on. It doesn't have a link on it, so you have to assemble it with that belt hanging. Same here. I don't like that. Be better to have a keyed belt, but we can cross that bridge later. Absolutely. So I do have nylon belt that we can run on that. I bought that just in case. It's a little mashed up over here, but that doesn't seem to be a problem. This all works here, or at least it moves. Nothing sticky. We don't know how good the bearings are, similar to my bearing setup. We don't know what the lash is. I think this is the adjustment here, at least the lash that way. And then we can shim here on these bearing cups and do the same thing I did to my other lathe. One step at a time. All right, it's big, it's really long. This way here, let me get a measurement. I'll switch this down there. So I got a 3-drawer chuck, that's all that came with it, and that other stubby thing, which I don't even know what that is. So if we look, center to center, well, it's moving. So roughly, I think it says 11.5 or something. I don't know what those dimensions are, but roughly, center to center, we're at about 34 inches. So, yeah, you're up there. Swinging a more than a 2-foot part. The other one won't give me that. I think what the other one is. I'll look in a minute. That's big. Although it's not big this way. So it's about 6 inches this way. Some of them were 12. I think mine's 5. Let me see. To guess here, this is just a piece of thin steel. Roughly. Roughly. Yeah, you could swing a 5.5 inch piece, 5 inch. It's about the same. Mine, I think, swings 5, so it's like a 10, which is a weird size. However, but it's a different thread, and it can pass, I'd say 3/4. It's about 1 inch. You might get a 1 inch through the throat on this end. Let me see if I can show you. I'll check it with my calipers. Here, can I pull this out? One hand. Do you think I can get a 1 inch in there? Maybe. Where's the other one? No way. Right? This one, no. No, you ain't gonna get it. So this is about 2 feet. Let me pull it.
Twist it.
You pull it.
Twist it. Pull it.
But it says number 10. So on this guy, so that is a 10-inch throw. And there was a bunch of writing on here. Manufacturing company in Seneca Falls. The last was April 14th, November 14th. Those are patents of 16, May 09. But you can't go by that. You got to look at the legend plate. And I think it's like 1920. I can't see it. Yeah, it looks like 1920. And that says 11 by 5, so I don't know what that means. They look pretty clean underneath here. I don't seeing anything bad. Looks like a little bronze is coming off. Could be something in the bearing. But, whoop, that came off. Oops, sorry. Yeah, that happened to me on the other one. It's missing the nut. You got to make a nut for that. Oh, let me put that down. I got one hand here. It's not working for me. I'm tired now. My back is shot. Almost lost. I think I'm missing a nut on the other one. It's these kinds of nuts. We'll have to deal with that. But all of this seems to be okay. It's this style mount that's difficult. It's like a bayonet mount. I think I have another one of these bigger tool posts. And we're going to check all of that, make sure that if this ever bottoms out, it'll crack the vise. So that's one of the bad things, setting these things up. You got to have clearance. Yeah, this will come off. Let's see what the other lathe is. About roughly 18 inches. Right, bit to bit. 18, 17 and a half, 18. Right, big difference, right? Huge difference. So, and I have the other chuck for it. So this is other than a tool post and some more cleaning and some paint. I got all that set up. All that's good to go. There's still a few more things I want to do back there, but I want to finish my shimming that I was doing with some proper shims. I guess he turned this on there, so he was probably slopping it with the bolt or whatever they were fooling around with. So that was in the other lathe. And all I got was this speed up thing. It looks like somebody welded or did something too. So that's it. But you know, for the 300 bucks, and this was about 300-ish, 250, 300. So even with everything, and that's, you know, that's Mike money. So we trade all kinds of stuff. And so that's cash, but you know, we help each other out and I do all kinds of work for him. So you really can't put a price on it. It's sort of priceless in a lot of ways because I might do work that's more than that, but he goes out of his way to get this. So, you know, it's many hundreds of dollars of exchange and time, and he gave me a lot of time today getting this thing, as you can see, off of his trailer and all that. So you can't even measure this, but it's cool old stuff. All right, I'm out of here. Enough for today. Time to go rest for a little bit.
Next morning.
All right, it's getting better. Not much, but... And things are getting cleaned as I go. I got to move this stuff out of the way. That's a project I got to get to. All right, that's electrically operated. That's like an electric pender lift. Scissor lift style thing. Probably for a veterinarian. Doesn't have a top, and it needs wheels. All right, we got to get in here next, and we got to find a place for this monster. Kind of clean this off a little, and I shorten that shelf, and I'm cleaning it and all the crap that was on it. All right, finding places for things. New setup. All right, it's getting late, so I want to close up in a bit. Enough is enough. Tomorrow, I cut the end off. It actually is a 4-wire. So. It is the grounded, so black, white, red, and green. But I'm just looking at the setup here, and I just kind of wanted to knock the legs back because we had them out almost all the way. So I'll adjust them a little bit more, but just to see and to save a little bit of room, I wanted to make sure that without moving the lathe, because you really can't, you really don't want to. I mean, there's just no point in that. So could I get the lift in? I want to put a piece of wood up over that window so in case something swings. But yeah, I can get it from a couple of different ways. I can also come around the other way, but just to see, because if I needed to take this off, I see there is some play in this. And then when I want to take this off for refurbish, there's just no way I'm going to be able to lift that by myself. And the other one was heavy. This is even heavier. The other one I can lift no problem, but that motor's going to be very heavy. So yeah, I can, and also that carriage with everything on it, it's going to be heavy. That's probably going to be one of the first things because it's so stiff. But things are a little bit congested for right now, but things are clean. Everything that's in here needs to be in here. It can be sort of rearranged later, but it's good enough. I'll be back in a minute. I just want to move some stuff around again. Preliminary layout, not permanent. Now there's a shelf back there that might be able to go in the shop, but it was just easier to clean it off and put it here for now. And I just need a walkway. It's just a small walkway this way. And I was thinking if I took the toolboxes that are over there, they're back there. See these boxes here, there's a couple of boxes that have machine tools and what have you. There's a few boxes in here that have that. They might fit okay over here. They might. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to physically, you have to clean up and physically move things into position. But that big lathe has to stay where it is. And this is the same as the other lathe, so I chucked that up. It's the same as this one, it's just bigger and a little taller. She's 11 swing and on a 5-inch chuck. So that's probably what they were talking about. Obviously, this we can clean up. Not sure what's going on with that. I got rid of a lot of stuff. The family says to me, you filled up all the recyclable containers. What are we going to do now? I said, well, I'm not going to just not throw out, right? Yes, it's congested back there, but it's neat and everything is blown off and clean and swept and wiped. So, and I know what I have. One step at a time. That sandblaster does need to, that sandblast cabinet's going to need to stay there, be my guess. So everything is cleaner and I'm happier. The welding cart can move around. Same thing with the wood tools and the cutter. This is not moved so easy. This guy, even though I got wheels, it's hard to move. It's very heavy. So this is fully adjustable and it doesn't have to be there. Although it feels like it's a nice spot because you can actually walk around a little bit. If this stuff wasn't here, you can come from, from the back section and set up some other tools and grinders there if that's what's needed. But I kind of like this. So I can walk here, no problem. There won't be so much congestion here. This can actually come back a little bit closer. It's a shop. And there's the back doors, right? But usually we just kind of, everybody sneaks in through here. So I think overall for a couple of days, yesterday I started this and then Mike showed up a little earlier, which I'm glad he did. I couldn't have done any of this without Mike. Mike, big shout out. Drill press. But yeah, I can just basically walk right in. One of the good things about having crap like this is nobody can steal it, right? Like my friend always goes, what are you going to do with it? Oh my God, there's so much to do with it. It's been one of my dreams for a long time. I have a lot of dreams. I don't often talk about them. Once in a while on a live show, I let a few, pieces of it sneak out. Look, we got a long way to go. I'll let a little piece out. Yesterday I spent some of the day trying to figure out if I can get the motor to spin. And I can't because it's 3-phase. The solution to that hopefully is coming today. I got some pipe work to do and some other stuff to do. I'm not going to let too much on besides this video is already long enough. There will be another video coming out. I will eventually get caught up on the other star lathe. Let me let you go. I know I'm going to just keep going on. I'm excited, right? I'm happy. This is it's like so cool. You better like stuff like this because you ain't moving it. right? You're not getting rid of it so easy, right? For scrap or whatever. Yeah, the truck could come and drag it out. Everybody was like, I'm going to scrap it. Big Mike was like, I figured the worst case is I can scrap it. No, you're not scrapping it. Turns out there's a German motor in there. I'm like, oh my God, there's so much to unpack. I'm going to scrap it. I could make my money. Yeah, the other kid, the kid had, younger fella had it. That knows Mikey. What's up, Mikey? It's somebody Mikey knows, right? Another, Mike, younger Mike. It's just so much going on. I'll see you guys at the next one. Stay tuned.